Good morning, you guys. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good morning and having a good trading session so far. Good morning, Buddha Butt. As you guys can see, I am break even today, this morning. Good morning, Rand. Happy trading. Good luck with your session today. Yeah, I've taken 2 trades, both of them broke even. So, hey, we're not as negative as we have been coming onto the stream. So that's a good sign. Yeah, the last week plus, really just period. It's just been rough, but it's a new month. So we're going to try to start the month off right. How about that? So we're still in the midst of the high impact news right now. I have to wait for, actually, I don't have to wait for any more swings now. We now have had 2. Where are you going? Oh, you closing all the doors? Thank you. Yeah, so now I can now trade. We've had enough swings since 9:02. See what we can get. Stay middle pivot. Guess I'm sitting back further than I normally do. What was the range overnight? Let's see, 313, so like 40 points. Okay. We're trading near the overnight low, so just kind of trying to see if it's going to clear it and continue up, or if we're going to start pushing back down. Let's see if we stay in the range or reject it. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Be safe. Love you too. No. I almost traded with that pattern that I always lose with. Is there more news? Oh no. We have natural gas at 9:30. I don't pay attention to the wards total vehicle sales at 9:15 because it's really a tentative, and with this indicator, whenever it's tentative, it just gives it a number. So sometimes it'll say 9:15, sometimes it'll say 9:03. Those don't ever affect my trading, so I don't too much worry about those at all. Today and tomorrow, I'm trying to be more intentional. I'm always intentional, but not allow too many things to distract me. Be really, really focused on what I'm looking at. Try my best to just pay attention to everything, which might be hard, but I got this. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? I'm just break even right now. I took 2 trades. They both broke even. However, one of them actually lost a tick, and the other one was like literally 0 ticks. Of course, my break even is 1 tick, but you know how it goes with slippage. So, yeah. I did spend a little bit of time last night refining a couple of things, mainly just the whole like how these levels go through my entry bars or the previous reversal bar, like before my actual entry bar. Just looked at those things alone, and then I went ahead and back tested this week with those slight refinements, and I think Monday and Tuesday should have been just basically a couple of break evens each of those days. And then yesterday I should have had some wins in there. So I think I was supposed to have like either 3 or 4 wins for the week, no losses, and then like 5 break evens. So yeah. Good morning, Granny. So seeing stuff like that can be kind of frustrating, but you know what? As long as you're learning, you're not really losing. That's what I keep having to tell myself. Let's see, 340. All right, so we're at my major resistance level, which just so happens to also be where the overnight high was. That major resistance level paints literally right when the market opens. So you salty, you got called in for a morning shift. Listen, y'all are messing up my dreams and goals. You took 1 trade. Those small greens probably won't take another. Just be careful. You at work, you know how we are about when you at work. So just be careful. Small greens are worth it, reds are not. Is it often that you get called in for morning shifts? I cannot stand working like during the day. The only time I've ever had to work during the day in my 10-year career as a nurse, actually coming up on 12 years, but the only time I ever had to do that was like I remember my very first year of nursing. Because I was a new grad, I did have to do like my first 3 weeks on day shift. The most horrible experience ever, because I'm a night owl. I cannot, like 7 8 you want me to be here at 7 a.m. I'm still supposed to be in a deep sleep. And then I remember I had my manager at the time, like, she was a young woman, and she basically was mad because I was the only coworker who didn't want to party with her. Like, ma'am, you're as old as my mother. I don't party with my mother. Why would I party with you? Mind you, I'm like 21 at the time. What are we talking about here? So, yeah. Needless to say, I had this issue or whatever, and actually I didn't have an issue. She made it an issue, and she made me go back to day shift for like a week. And the day shift nurse that I had to follow was like, would you let her back on her own? This is pointless. Like, she knows what she's doing. She's better than most of your nurses here. Stop. So that was that. And then, of course, you know, whenever you start at a new job, you have all the orientation. So like in nursing, typically it's like for a whole week we're in a classroom learning rules and regulations and charting stuff or whatever. And it's always the most roughest time ever for me. Like, just getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning to get on the charts is hard. Like, very hard. No matter how much sleep I get, it's hard. This is a 1-bar pullback here. I am not going to take it. Because typically I want to see something else supporting this particular one, but that was when I was on the 20 and 2 chart. I haven't really seen this much on the 20 and 1, so we're just gonna let it ride. Just be careful with it. It's probably gonna win, because I know the last couple of times it set up, it won, but sometimes you just gotta make sure. There's the TP right there. So I do need to yeah, I think I'll be okay taking those now. That particular one has 2 ways it could set up. It could set up so like this was a sell, but my overall bias was a buy. Or it could set up that way, but the overall bias is a sell. When this particular one sets up, when the overall bias is a sell, it loses. But when the overall bias is a buy, it wins. Which sounds opposite, but that's just how that one is. All right, that's the VWAP there. And we got, all right, so when this pulls back, no sales. We have to wait to see what happens after that. Oh, you're a railroader. How do you like that? One of my exes, his dad worked on the railroads, and you know, he kind of talked to me about how he felt like he didn't really have a great relationship with him because he just was always gone. But you know how it is when we're kids, all we see is that our parents are gone. We don't really understand the whole dynamic. But of course, as he got older, and he doesn't have children yet, but as he got older and got into the workforce and things like that, he just realized like, oh shoot, I'm kind of holding this against him. This is like really outside of his will. He doesn't have a choice, and it kind of is what it is. I don't think I know, besides you, I don't think I know anyone who works for the railroads. I think one of my I always call him my sister's daddy. If you ever hear me say my sister's daddy, it's really my daddy too, but I don't claim him. Um, he has a best friend that I think worked for the railroads at some point. He probably still does. You don't like you don't like it. Okay, so basically once we get where we want to be with trading, you're out of there. Did you at least like it at some point, or have you just been pushing through because, hey, the money is good, it's stable, let me do what I gotta do? Because I honestly, at one point, I did love nursing, but only to a certain extent, because the reality is, like, after my first year of nursing, I was already burnt out. I already hated it, and it was really weird because I shadowed nurses and like in the hospital and in nursing homes since I was like 16. So it wasn't something new to me. But when I actually got in, I was like, yo, come on, y'all. This is not what I signed up for. What is this? But after I think my education total was probably about $60,000. Of course, I didn't come out of my pocket for that. I had academic scholarships, basketball scholarships. Like, I barely came out of my pocket. But it was like, all right, I can't quit this after a year and some change. I think it was like 14 months. Then I took like a 3-year break, got back into it, and I only worked full time for a little bit after that. But I mainly worked part time. And the only time that I worked full time at that point was my 2 travel nurse assignments, which was cool. And also I worked full time a little bit before that just so I could get out of debt. But after I got out of debt almost 6 years ago, who's gonna work full time? Not me. When you don't have debt, and plus I live with my mom again, which I've always lived outside of my hometown. So when I moved back, at one point I did get a townhouse and I just didn't feel comfortable. I don't know. I just feel like it's unsafe for women to live by themselves. It could just be me and my paranoia. I don't know, but I just always felt like somebody was watching me. And, you hear horror stories of what happens to some people. So I was like, nah, I'm going back home. I was like, listen, parentals, you were right. I was wrong. I am wasting money on rent. I'm coming back home. And I did. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't have children. I'm not bumming it out or anything like that. I actually enjoy spending time with my mother. The reality is I always just didn't want to live at home because I didn't care for my sister's dad. But yeah, so now I'm cool. And I'll be this way until I either have children or decide to get married or something like that. But I had old school parents who just always felt like, especially as a woman, you should be marrying out of the house. You shouldn't just be out on your own in the world with all these dangerous people by yourself. So I took heed to it, and now I'm here. And I'm really grateful. I tell my mom all the time, like, I'm so grateful for her because this has also allowed me to really focus on trading. I saved so much money when I was working that I was able to just walk away temporarily, or it could be permanently, we don't know, but walk away temporarily while I get this where I want it to be. So yeah, I couldn't do this if I had to pay full rent somewhere. Here we are. You did like it at one point. I feel it. I really don't know if I'll ever like nursing again, if I'm being completely honest. It's just too much. I feel like, and it's been this way for a long time, but the medical field is just outrageous. In my first year, when I gave a person 17 pills at one time, I said, oh, I won't be doing this for forever. I can't, like, none of this makes sense, because you started off with one pill for whatever this thing is, and then the side effects came. So then you gave a medication for that. Well, then it started destroying this, which was a side effect. And now you gave a medication for this. And now we're at the point where we're giving 17 pills in one sitting. This is a bit much. And then I remember when I started working in psych, my very first psych job. So I started off in neuro. So I had a lot of patients that were like back, neck, brain surgery, and then like stroke care. And then I took care of a lot of patients who were on their way to hospice, which was kind of hard. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty difficult. And so after I took my break, I was like, all right, I'm not really into medical like that. So we're going to have to figure something else out. So at that point, that is when I decided, like, if I get back into nursing, I'm either going to go into like ICU work, children's, or psych, because I felt like those patients actually need your help. Not to say others don't, but like a lot of those people, whatever they're going through, it's like things that are out of their control. Now, sometimes when you're in psych, some of your patients are drug addicts, so hey, they brought that upon themselves. But for the most part, you take care of people who, like, they were just born with these mental illnesses. When I worked for the state hospital, I worked with people who have ended people's lives, arsonists, people who messed with children, all kind of things. So I've had a lot of experiences in my tenure, and I can just tell that I'm probably never going to go back. The only way I'll go back at this point is if I just get so fed up with trading that I'm over it, or if I deplete my savings faster than I could get this together. But aside from that, I just really don't want to go back. I don't think it's worth my sanity. The patient care part is great, but it's all the other stuff that goes with it. Like one of my patients, I remember when I worked at the state hospital, I remember she took like 300 something pills a week, and that did not include like things we gave her whenever she like needed something PRN or as needed. That's a lot. That is a lot. And I just can't do it anymore. It just doesn't make sense. So now we're here. All right, so we have natural gas coming up in 6 minutes. I still haven't had any setups yet. Okay, that just went and hit that. Oh, I can't. Yeah, kind of like earlier or all this week, where most of the movement is when it's changing from an uptrend to a downtrend or vice versa. Then things are where I cannot trade them, and once it solidifies the direction, and then it chops, no trades, and then we change directions again. That is the story of today. So please don't be a 1 bar pullback, because I don't want to trade that. Please don't. It's gonna do it. Please don't. There's parts of this one bar pullback that I'm not a fan of, so I'm not gonna take it. I just still haven't really got the one bar pullbacks down yet. There's no seller pressure that came in, so it's probably gonna win. There you go. Look at that too. I think I have to treat that, yeah. Now the question is, would I've gotten filled? 0.03. Yeah, I would have gotten filled. It's like a 0.5 second difference, and my data lag is below that, so I would have won. It actually was a really nice trade. We're at the overnight high again. Didn't we just come from here? Yeah, we did. Like 909. No divergence trades after one bar pullbacks. Oh my god, what was his stop loss? Oh, he lost some PAs. Okay, we've broken out of the top, and it looks like we have made a new session high. Something I'm probably gonna look at this weekend. I doubt I do it today. I have the kids today again, 3 days in a row. And the last 2 days I spent doing my niece's hair 2 days ago. Yesterday was my nephew's hair, so today I told them we could chill, play some games. But I do want to look more into the one bar pullbacks on this Renko setting, because like I told you guys when I first changed it, it seems like the one bar pullbacks on this Renko setting are way more accurate than the previous one. But because I have not like for real looked at it in depth, that's why I didn't feel the most comfortable with the two that set up today that both won. The second one I should have felt comfortable with, if I'm being honest. It's just my minor level wasn't in front. But because it rotated over my middle level, I should have still taken it. And there was also another support level there, plus the VWAP there. So I should have felt comfortable taking it. And I could have always just decided to break even if the seller pressure came in, which it never did. So yeah. What's he scalping for? 5 ticks. What is that? Oh, 12 ticks. I see what he's doing. He's trying to give himself more room. He's been getting stopped out to the tick for like over a week now. It happens, it happens. See if we can get back. Not anymore. Now I'm gonna have to wait. What is that? 1700. It's definitely not going to be enough. Not if it pushes up from here. I don't get why you're scalping right at the high. Why not scalp early in the move? Well, it's not for you to understand him. Yeah, that's gonna push up before I could take it. $13.75. Okay, with the lag. It's gonna stop me out probably. Alright, that sucks as a first trade, but I follow my rules, so. That's gonna stop me out to the tick. Let's see, what was the high of that? 60 point, yeah. My leg. Is my, oh. I just realized my chart was on the wrong account, so you guys couldn't even see when I got into the trade. It's rejecting off the VWAP, of course. Of course, here we go. That one was probably on me. It was a 1-bar pullback, but my zigzag wasn't attached to it, so I could have avoided that one for sure. The first one I could not avoid, but let's see, we got 287 left in this account. If it blows today, I will not be streaming tomorrow because I'm not going to wake up early in the morning to sim trade. Hello, Crystal. Big boys earnings later. Big boy earnings later. Gonna be a show. What time? I don't pay attention to that stuff. Hello, SMA Crystal. I assume you trade with SMAs. How are you this morning? This morning has been so-so. 4 trades, 2 break-evens, 2 losses. The first loss, nothing I could do about. The second loss, I probably should have actually stayed out of that trade, but it is what it is. I'm only trading 1 account right now. It's likely going to blow by tomorrow, and that's okay because we have a fresh 25K account coming back Monday. This account I don't too much care about because I don't really care about working out of such a big loss, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. It's all right. Oh, he's gonna stay in that trade. I'm starting to see why he doesn't like scalping trends. Are we just gonna sit here? Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, that was, I feel like only that 1-bar pullback I just shouldn't have been in, but it's cool though because the other 2 1-bar pullbacks that I did not get into won. So even with those 2 losses, I should be break even right now. And that was a, wait a minute. That stopped me out way past my stop loss. Like an extra 8 ticks for no reason. I guess that was a super strong move off of a VWAP then. So that was an 8-point stop loss, and my stop loss is actually 6 points. What's going on today? Do I have any setups? Yeah. I've had a few, not many. This week has just been, yeah, no. The price action has just not been great this week for my strategy. So, which was to be expected with FOMC and all of that. but it's all good. I'm still in the phases of developing my strategy, so all of this is just learning what I want to fix or change, what I don't want to change, things like that. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Of course, the trade I want to get into hits my auto break even first. Of course. All right. What was the 0.03? Would have just broke even anyway, so at least it wasn't a full TP I just missed out on. It just took off. That actually even I should have gotten filled on that. I don't know what the lag went to right then, but I actually should have been filled. Yeah, when that bar pulled back right there. Interesting. All right, whatever. On to the next. So this is another 1 bar pullback, and it's not attached, so it'll probably lose. Let's see. I'm not gonna take this one. I just learned my lesson a couple minutes ago. Mm-hmm. Who the butt? Talking about Granny did his hair. No, she didn't. I did. Oh my goodness. So this is the same, almost the same exact setup. It was a couple of differences, but I want to see if this one loses like the other one did. And it did. So I know it needs to be attached now. I'll be right back, you guys. You want to see my phone? Okay.
Hi.
Turn my mic back up now that he's not yelling in it. Oh, that win felt so nice. I'm not gonna lie. I have not won a trade since last week. All right, we're back at my middle pivot level. Got an hour left to trade. Let me, let's say 35 minutes. Oh, I thought that was gonna open over there. Where's my mouse? I'm gonna break even. Buyer pressure came in, and because I'm still new to trading at my middle pivot level, I just went ahead and broke even because I used to not trade at it at all. What? My name is TT. Don't say hey to me. Say TT. Say TT, fix it. Okay. Yes, I can. Anything for you. Here. Here. You're welcome. If you stop. Damn, it would have won. Okay. Oh, no, it wouldn't have. It would have just broke even. All right, so either way, it would have been a break even, so that makes me happy. See, hit the level, came back up to the entry. All right, I'm not going back towards that level, so just wait for a pullback and see if we can continue in the downtrend. Took another short as we rejected the VWAP. You're done trading just in time for you to go do some work. Hey, congratulations. I almost did not take that trade that I just won. I almost forgot that this one thing I was looking at just doesn't matter for that particular setup. It's a little bit different from my regular retracement. My niece is asleep right now, which means when it's nap time, she ain't gonna want a nap. Maybe me and the baby could take a nap together. And she could be up with my grandma. All right, so we are in the last hour of the session. We are now near the current open and prior close. I'm not interested in sales right now. Trying to see if we're gonna keep going down or if we're going to switch back to an uptrend. We're gonna see. I think I would have been filled on that. Yeah, sales are definitely invalid right now. So we have a bar that touched the prior close and the current open, so I don't trade going back towards that. Last 6 candles on the 5-minute are red. Let me see. Who is tagging me in this chat? And why can't I see how come on desktop you can't see? Oh, that's how you see it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Oh, that's how you find it. If I open an account when there was a special event, if I failed it. Oh, we got a reversal. I was almost ready to get into that buy, but too much seller pressure came down, so I couldn't. 33.41. Today has really not been that bad at all. All right, here we go. Just pay attention to that. I was about to say, are my charts frozen? All right, I can actually use the bathroom because I can't take the reversal down or back up. I'll be right back. water. Like, who told you could do that? No. You made me miss a trade. Dang, I could have gotten into that right when I came back. Stop it. Stop. Hold on, let me mix it up. Wait a minute. You can't be independent all the time. You're two. There. Alright, I definitely missed this one, which kind of sucks. It was like right at the entry, right when I got back. Okay, you can mix it. Okay, eat it. Because now you what did I tell you about doing it? Stop it. Are you gonna eat it or what?
No.
You see how easy that is to use a napkin versus your shirt?
No, I got it.
You got it? Okay. I can't tell if you left-handed or right-handed. You don't look comfortable with your right hand. It good? Yeah. Okay. I am looking for a sell, but if buyer pressure come in, I will get out. That's good. Okay, now I'm not. I don't want to sell going back to the current open. What do you want? No, you can't take that in my bed. You want me to get the phone? No, you can't eat yogurt in my bed.
Yeah.
No, not by yourself. It's yummy, yummy. Is it yummy, yummy? You got yogurt all on your mouth.
More.
Okay, let me see. Okay, hold on. TT might have a setup.
One more.
Wait a minute, baby.
One more.
You want more?
Yeah. I got it. One more.
Okay, here I come. Want more?
Yeah. I'm on more.
Why are you eating it like that? Alright, I can't get into that buy because I would be breaking even right after I do since my pivot level is there. Here, baby. Look your mouth. You're a silly goose. Ooh, bless you. You okay? You want some water?
No.
You want juice?
I want.
You want juice?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you juice. Boy, hold it down when you drinking it. All right, we got 40 minutes left. Let's see if we can make some shape. It was good? Wait, why did that video come up? Oh, did he get off the stream? Oh, he ended his live, that's why. I'm like, what is this video? Alright, we got the 1 bar pullback here. That's not a valid one, and it would have lost. That's what that looked like. want some more yogurt? You want more yogurt? You're a clown. Here. One more. Sit up. Oh, kids. Kids. All right, so that's out of order now. Excuse me.
I want my hands.
You wipe your hands?
Yeah.
Okay, you washing your hands.
I'm washing my hands.
You washing your hands.
I'm washing my hands.
You gotta rub. Do you have to be so loud all the time? You're so loud. What are you doing? You don't know?
I got a brush. I got a brush. I got a whip. God. Going God. Going God. Going God. Going God. Going God. Go.
Bye-bye. You're so handsome. You're loud, bro.
Come on,
I'm working right now. I can't leave the room. What? You know how to get on the bed.
What?
Poop. Yes. Ew. I know you stink. No, you stink. You need to learn how to go to the pot. You was a grown man at this point. All right, we got 30 minutes left. Not much movement. Everything always slows down after 10, but I technically had one setup after 10 o'clock today. I just didn't take it. I was getting the baby some stuff. You got yogurt on my shirt. Yeah, today wasn't bad. Despite being red, I sat out of 2 valid 1-bar pullbacks that were both full wins. The one trade that set up right as I was coming back from the kitchen to get him stuff. So that was the 3rd win. One of the trades, the 1-bar pullback I actually did take, I wasn't a fan of. It ended up losing. So let's see. We do the math. Subtract, we're down 183.88. But then if you subtract the 1 that I was in. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Should have been a positive day. That's cool. Dude, you're loud. How come 2-year-olds don't have inside voices? Are the charts frozen? Hey, what's up with that? Why are my charts frozen? No drop frames on the stream. Oh, I just got kicked out of Rhythmic. What the? Come on, bro. I can't log back into Rhythmic. My connection just turned orange out of nowhere, and now it's red. I mean, now it's just yellow. I'm trying to reconnect, but I can't. Are we just not gonna reconnect? I'm confused. All right. What the? Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to see if I completely close down Ninja and bring it back up. Will it work? Okay. Why is it acting like Ninja's still open? Well, that was weird. I don't even know if it's gonna connect. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Oh, okay. I wouldn't have taken that anyway. Okay, good. That makes me feel better. I would have been so mad if I missed out on a trade because of that crap. Bro, are you okay? You pick yourself up. That is not the words. At least I didn't miss a trade. Oh, you want my phone? Here, give it here. You want me to turn the phone? Oh, you playing with cars on the wedges. Oh, this is a setup that I've been seeing. This is not a setup of mine, but I've been seeing it happen quite a bit. And because I haven't fully back tested it, I'm not going to take the trade. I don't have enough drawdown left on this account to test things. It's not your phone, it's mine. You are funny. Alright, so it just invalidated. Cool. Can't go back towards that. Oh, so other people were disconnected from Rhythmic when I just had the issue too. Left.
Okay, let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I am looking for a buy right now. Stop throwing stuff, please. What's your problem? You put yourself in the cover. Take yourself out. You're not stuck. Get out. No, you're not. We came down and touched the overnight low, like literally to the tick. See if we could get a move off of it. I might break even if seller pressure comes in because I don't like how much volume it took to push off of this middle VWAP level. But sometimes the middle VWAP is a little different from the other levels because this is kind of like the determining factor of if it stays above or below, you know? So sometimes it does take more volume to push off of it versus other VWAP levels. But like I said, I might just break even if seller pressure comes in just to preserve the $400 I have left in drawdown because I want that going into tomorrow. If there's seller pressure or if there's indecision, then I'll break even. There's a lot of volume here. We've been in the same candle for 3 minutes.
I did. But you would. Wait, but then now okay. No, but the water. But it's hot. Hot.
It looks like the 200 SMA is there too. Oh, that lagged so bad. Okay. There's no seller pressure so far, but so I'll stay in it. If this loses, this is definitely testing my theory of it needing to be less volume at the VWAP. There you go. I literally called it ahead of time. See? I literally know things. I just have to, yeah. It's cool if there's more volume at the VWAP if it's a divergence trade, but this was just a regular pullback, so it should have needed less volume to react there. Alright, so we got 270 going into tomorrow. Because I don't know if I'll get any more trades today. I literally called it. Part of me wants to just blow it today and take tomorrow off, if I'm being honest. So, I don't know. don't know. Are you asleep? You got so quiet. Here. I gotta change you before you even decide to take a nap, bro. You smell so horrible. So I can keep that in mind. But I do want to see. So why? Of course. Of course. Excuse me. All right, let's see if we can get another trade in. Looking for a buy again. Maybe if we push back up. You don't want what? You don't want my phone? What do you want? What do you want to watch? Paw Patrol. Okay. You don't want it? Stop it. You don't want it?
Yeah.
Okay. Stop. I'm not really understanding what you're saying. What do you want to watch? Oh, Ryan. You said Paw Patrol at first. Ryan is not your favorite. Here. He is not your favorite. Why are you lying? 5 minutes left. I do have a pending buy right now. If it triggers and I'm not out of the trade by 11 o'clock, I'm going to manually close it. Are we really doing this? Stop yelling. Stop yelling. This is gonna... Ugh. I'm like slowly getting to the point where I don't want to trade after 10 o'clock, y'all. Slowly but surely. Probably not after 10:30. I'm kind of over it. If I'm being completely honest. I really am. So, this is my plan. I'm probably going to purposely fail this account, take tomorrow off. I only have $141 in drawdown. That's one loss and some change. And I just don't feel like waking up early in the morning, getting on the charts, possibly losing my first trade, or even if I win a trade and then start losing and now I just woke up early for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, that'll just piss me off. So, yeah, you guys probably will not see me tomorrow. I'm going to take a mental health day. No, it's just pointless. I'm not going to trade sim. I'm not going to do that to myself. So I'm just going to take the day off. And that's just going to be that. So yeah, I'll just record the daily recap right after this so that all the numbers can match, unlike last night's recap. And yeah, I'll go from there. Or maybe I'll just wait, because I'll decide. I'll decide. At this point, I'm just kind of annoyed, really. Technically, I should break even. Well, not yet. I didn't have to yet, but whatever. If this trade wins, I'm definitely blowing this account after I get off the stream. Okay, I would have lost. Okay, maybe I will give it on tomorrow. I don't know. I'll make a decision. If you guys don't see me in the morning, it just means that I went ahead and purposely blew the account so I could have a day off. So we'll see. This last week has just been annoying. All right, so that's the end of my session. I'm like, why did my alarm go off? Because he has my phone. Yeah, just not that great of a day. I took what, like, I took 18 trades today. Most of them were break evens, and you had some losses in there. I had one win, hooray. Yeah. A couple of the trades that I lost, I kind of doubted anyway, so that's cool. And then we did have the one bar pullbacks that I didn't get into that I should have, and that's that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, I will probably see you guys Monday morning. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Have a good rest of your day and good luck with the rest of your trading session.